fantastic day. One big disaster here. Coming back with another video. Now, this will be a controversial video because the two exclusive, well, the two big exclusives that are releasing this year for PlayStation and for Xbox. Xbox, we have Starfield. That's already released. Then for PlayStation, we've got Spiderman 2, which is releasing next month. Now, I'm not gonna do Spider-Man 2 versus Starfield. I'm just gonna compare them both. Who do I think? Oh, what do I think is gonna do better? Now, Starfield's already released. Now, you've already saw Starfield. I've reviewed it. I've said this before. The game is not horrific. It's not a 0 out of 10. It's not a 2 out of 10. I would say, for me, a 6 out of 10. Like I think it was a 6 or 7 out of 10 I rated it. The game, the frame rate, the gameplay is a bit dodgy, the story's not that good. If you want to watch me Starfield review, go and watch it, of course. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of Starfield. In fact, I've uninstalled it. So I'm not really a fan of Starfield. Now, Starfield, sales-wise, we don't know exactly how much Starfield sold. We know that obviously it's been downloaded on Game Pass and stuff. We know that millions of people are playing it. But we don't exactly know how many sales it's got yet. We don't know that exact amount. Now, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is releasing next month. It's going to release on October the 20th. Now, Spider-Man 2, I'm predicting this game to break records. Break records. I mean millions and millions and millions of sales. I think it's going to outsell every single PlayStation game. I think it's just going to break records, as simple as that. I think people are going to buy the PS5 just for Spider-Man 2. I really, really do. So I think Spider-Man 2 is, it's going to break records. Now, Starfield and Spider-Man 2. What game do I think is going to do better in the long run? Starfield. Loads of people were saying this game is going to be game of the generation. So what that basically means is it's going to be the biggest game of the generation. The biggest game in 10 years or... Yes. Guys, Starfield, I'm sorry to say, is not going to be game of the generation. If you compare Starfield to Fallout, Elder Scrolls, no. Elder Scrolls and Fallout are a lot better than Starfield. That's just my opinion, of course. Starfield, good idea. You know, it looks pretty and stuff. But I'm sorry, but you can't compare Starfield to Elder Scrolls Skyrim. You just can't. It's just nothing. You know what I mean? You just can't. You just can't. You know, Elder Scrolls Skyrim is 15 times the game as Starfield. Now, look at. I haven't completed Starfield. I haven't played all of Starfield. But what I've played easy 6 or 7 hours. That's enough time for me to come to a conclusion. Do I like the game or not? And I just don't like Starfield. You know, I just don't think it's going to be a game of the generation. However, Starfield, what they could do is to improve it. They could add, obviously, DLC. They could have improvements, such as frame rate issues. They could add anything to it, basically. So Starfield could improve. It honestly could. Now, Starfield, like I said, we don't know exactly how much it sold, but obviously we know the Game Pass numbers. Now, let's talk about Spider-Man 2. Now, Spider-Man 2 is a sequel to Spider-Man Morales. So, Spider-Man Miles Morales is a sequel to Spider-Man 1. So, it's Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and then, of course, it's Spider-Man 2. Now, Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Miles Morales were incredible games. Incredible. They were amazing games. Now, to this day, people are still playing Spider-Man 2, not Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Miles Morales. People are still playing those games as we speak. People are still buying those games after years of them being out. And I think Spider-Man 2, like I said there about 2 minutes ago, is going to break records. And I think Spider-Man 2 will continue to sell over the years. I really do. Just like Spider-Man Miles Morales and Spider-Man 1. Now, which game do I think is going to do better in the long run? Spider-Man 2. I think Spider-Man 2 is going to do better in the long run Because I just don't think Starfield is good enough of a game to play for years. I just don't. Even the reviewers, on some reviewers, like, do you know, like obviously the people who review the games, they said the game is good, but there's just too many stuff there that like distract you too much. For example, the frame rate, the gameplay. Do you know what I mean? It's stuff like that just puts you off the game. Yes, that is fixable. But like I said, I just don't think Starfield is as good as Elder Scrolls and Sky. I just don't think. So I think personally Spider-Man 2 is going to do better in the long run. It's obviously going to sell more, of course. Let's be honest, it is. And yeah. Now, everyone's gonna probably call me a fanboy here by saying, oh, you're only saying that because it's from PlayStation. I'm just speaking the truth, guys. I'm just speaking the truth. You know, Spider-Man 2, it's been teased now for like one or 2 years. Do you know what I mean? And it's just going to sell. It's just going to be Spider-Man 2. Do not be surprised if it's going to get Game of the Year. Seriously, get Spider-Man 2. Do not be surprised if this game gets Game of the Year. I know no gameplay has been shown out yet. In fact, no gameplay has been shown, but at gaming events. But you know, it's just the hype behind this game is insane. So yeah, I personally think I can't. Do you know what? I can't get the words out, guys. This weather is really, really worn me out. It seriously has. It's in the UK now. It's about 24 degrees. It's absolutely boiling. So yeah, Spider-Man 2 I think is going to do better in the long run. Everybody, this is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is probably the biggest superhero in the Marvel Universe. I think, personally, if you ask somebody who is their favourite hero in the Marvel Universe, they're going to say Spider-Man. Mine's Spider-Man. My favourite superhero is Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe. Obviously, some people will say different, but I can guarantee you now, if you ask most people, they'll say Spider-Man. Now, Marvel fans, what they're going to do when they see a new Spider-Man come out? Buy a PS5. Then what else are they going to do? They're going to buy Spider-Man 2. You get what I'm saying? So, also as well, guys, expect to see a lot of marketing on YouTube, on your TV, on everywhere. Spider-Man 2 is going to be everywhere you look when you travel around the world or around your city. It'll be on billboards. It'll be everywhere. So yeah, I think Spider-Man 2 is going to be the most successful game in the long run. Starfield, I do think it's going to do well. Once Starfield gets updates, all of that stuff, a 60 FPS patch, I think Starfield will do well, but it's going to do nowhere near as good as Spider-Man 2. My opinion. Everyone has their own opinion, of course. There has been a Spider-Man 2 bundle. Also as well, guys, that's what I've got to mention. There's been also a Spider-Man 2 bundle, which is sold very, very well, by the way. Like, look what I've got here. I've got my Spider-Man 2 controller. This here sold out in 30 minutes in the UK. This sold out in 30 minutes in the UK. That's how popular it is. So, yeah, that's my decision, guys. I think Spider-Man 2 will do better than Starfield. Starfield, like I said, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong, it is. But there's just too many stuff. There's just too many stuff that's wrong with it to make it a 10 out of 10 game. That's my conclusion. So thank you for watching, guys. Leave a comment below. What do you prefer? Do you prefer Starfield more or do you prefer Spider-Man 2 more? Let me know in the comments. So thank you for watching, guys. If you liked the video, give the video a like. Don't forget to comment. What do you prefer more, Starfield or Spider-Man 2? Thank you for watching. Take care. You're all amazing. I appreciate you all. See you in the next video. Thank you once again for watching. Take care.